Et commençons s'il vous plaît par accueillir le corps arbitral. Monsieur Technis, Starkin de Bourgade. Quatrième sélection arbitre, Monsieur Seymour et Mademoiselle Sassaté. Et s'il vous plaît, veuillez accueillir l'équipe.
Hello and welcome to the quite splendid city of Vichy as we bring you the climax of the Under-18 Six Nations Men's Festival. And what a bumper day we have in store. This is match number 1 as all the countries look to finish on a high and leave France with a smile on their face. First up this morning is unbeaten Wales against a very good Italian outfit. And it all takes place here at the Stade de France. The jury are already out on the paddock. Here come their opponents. The team in red, they're unbeaten so far and have put on quite the spectacle of ball in hand and also the physicality levels. And this Wales team have been very dangerous and they'll look to finish with 3 from 3. Will the Azzurri have their day in the sun as well? We shall see. Before we get underway, we'll pause for the national anthems.
Merci de vous lever si vous le pouvez pour une minute d'applaudissement en hommage à Nettie. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin this match, we would like to take a moment to pay tribute to a member of the rugby family who tragically passed away in the summer of 2024, Medina Gissi. If you are able to, please stand and join us for 1 minute of applause in his memory. Thank you, merci à tous. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever si vous le pouvez pour l'hymne national du Pays. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and be seated for the national anthem of Wales. Signore e signori, se potete alzate i piedi durante l'inno nazionale del Galles.
Well, what a rendition for both national anthems. Two teams certainly fired up for this one. Let's have a quick look at the sides. Wales have a strong pack with captain Kerrick Smith at 6, Alfie Prodowski at open side, and the towering Noah Williams packing down at number 8. Carter Pritchard is at scrum half with the box office, Corwin Leggett-Jones at fly half, and Rhys Cummings is at full back for this one. He is a real asset for this team in red, and also can play across the back three, as we've seen over the last couple of days. What about the Italians then? They've mixed it up as well. They have a front row full of Loreno players with Patricio Augusto Alessandri, Jacopo De Rossi and Alessandro Tossi. Alvisi Basso is in the back row and has the role of open side flanker. Francesca Braghi is the fly half today for the Azzurri, with Jacopo Sola at inside centre. Eduardo Vitali can play across the back line, and he slots in at number 15 today and is very much a goal-kicking outside back who can land 3 points from anywhere. Now the benches, 26 players one side and 27 in the other. It's actually 26 on both. Valentina Ray is there, 27 for Wales and Italy, and all replacements throughout the last 10 days have got on, so that should be the case, as each player must start one of the 3 matches. Jack McNeice is the referee today. He is out of Ireland and the Clontarf Rugby Club. Just about set for this one, which should be a real cracker. In the air it goes from Corwin Leggett-Jones. Straight away, bit too eager where the Italians in the white shirts. A push from Molina. And there has been a shot called. I just want to say our thoughts are very much with Mediga Nazir and his family. That's what the minute's silence was, who tragically he lost his life last August while on tour with the French Under-18 team. So our thoughts right now are thinking of his family. So Wales inside the opening minute have a chance get the scoreboard ticking through their fly half, who kicked 6 out of 7 against Ireland in that win. And doesn't he like that? 3-0 to Richie Pugh's team, and they are full of vigour in the final match of their campaign. Italy have showed a lot of bluster and a lot of hope. Beat Georgia 37-26 and then lost to France 4 days or so ago, but we're very much in that game. Osham Williams from the Bristol Bears club. Pritchard scored a great try against Ireland, and over the top they go. And you will see a lot of this today, particularly as temperatures soar towards 20 degrees and the sun stays like that. Great intent out the back door from George Leyland. And then a good cover tackle from the Italians.
It was your own tackler.
These two have actually played against each other in this development tour last August in Ireland, between Italy, Wales, Scotland, and the hosts of Ireland is Leandro Tossi.
We don't need that. Yeah, a bit of concern for heads.
He's part of the front row clan from Liverino, the club just on the coast near Florence. What a place to play rugby. Family members and fans in general. What a time to watch the stars of the show. 4 matches each day. Certainly worth the admission fee alone. So many tries in the opening 2 rounds. And you're sure to see plenty of good ones and stellar ones over the next couple of hours. Tossi did think about going off, but
I'm waiting for my 4.
on second thought, they're just
are they making the sub?
some sort of communication error, but
Play on. Yeah, three. You're gone.
And after all that, Leandro Tossi, safety is paramount in the game, and he will be off for an HIA, so
Send him on, let's go.
you might see him return if he is fit and healthy. So a much earlier start
Okay, stay on your mark, guys. Yeah,
for the fresh face in that front row for Italy.
Okay, time on, let's go.
Bit of treatment for Tossi. He's made a strong soft as Italy get a first bit of momentum so far in this clash. Big second row, Germano out of the Gold Flames Rugby Club, and then their fly half looks to test the back three. Pass with a distinction, that one, for Wales as they take it in through Reece Cole. Plays out of the Dragons. And with Blackwood Rugby Football Club, 10 miles away from Pontypool.
Now we're on.
Fine part of the world to play rugby. Ball hasn't found touch, and standing start for Vitali. Can play and impress so much against France at inside centre, and that's a good tackle by the captain, Kerrig Smith. One of the standout players throughout the competition so far. Noah Williams, second row or back row. Seamless transition from there, and Kai Jones putting in the blood and guts, and a maul is called. Look, there's 4 or 5 Welsh bodies as Italy try and crack through the middle of it, but that is a massive defensive set for Wales. And the change, Imalo Mestropolska in the front row from the Amateur Union Club in Milano is on in the 18 jersey. Couldn't do much about that though.
Boys, stability after the
vivaciousness.
Wait for the ball. Stability. Yeah.
Our Wales.
Let's go.
Alfie Prodowski giving plenty of encouragement to his front three there.
Yeah, you're inside the half.
32-24 they beat Ireland then. Beat Georgia, it was very tight. 17-10, Brogan Leary, he scored a few tries. Luca with it. And Lloyd Lucas kicked the goals.
Lads, we're early. We've got to wait for patience, yeah? Stability.
Jack McNeice very clear with his call.
Early.
Italy jumping the gun.
It's inside his half, lads. Yeah. Inside his half. 50-22. Yes, it's inside his half.
Good touch finder.
Lads, that's your mark. That's your mark.
Now walking this heavy artillery. Welsh pack start to create.
Yeah, let's go, Red.
First things first is Tyan Hall. Goes to the tail, and that's taken clinically by Williams, and then the inside centre, the battering ram, but he's better than that, Hoskins from the Ospreys. Ominous signs for Italy early on. Wheels starting to click. Pritchard's there. Kai Jones sidesteps and inside. The gargantuan figure tries to stretch, and he does indeed. Kai Jones, another try in the Under-18 festival. And he's starting to steal the headlines early on, but also throughout the last week or so in that red jersey of Wales. The Scarlet Academy, look at that, the nimble. Something you'd see in a dancing class, on the high end of that. Lightness feet for a big boy. Just 14. And he got the chance at Connettley Scarlets.
Yeah.
So it was tipped early on to play for his country. 4 years later, he's with the Under-18s. Carwyn Leggett-Jones puts the extra 2 points over the bar, and it's a full 7-4 Wales. And a very sprite start as they gleefully go back in numbers. 10-0. And pretty sure confirmation will come that Tossie is back on, but that is a rip-roaring catch from Delgi Antoni from the Rugby Parma club, plays at the Stadio Sergio Lanfranchi. Wales and the gnarly Kai Jones. He's been ubiquitous so far. Just inside 7 minutes. But he did steal it like an beaver and then just dropped it in contact. So Italy a chance to settle themselves.
Don't go early, okay?
Most of these Italian players are in the National Academy. They attended during the week, then play with their club on a Sunday. And that's where they've been picked out of to join the national under-18 ranks. Demando at scrum half. And that pack is ridiculously powerful. Wales would be worried there. 1.5 meters is all they can go. But they grabbed it by the horns and took it full advantage. And what an ascendancy it was in the nitty-gritty of the scrum as Braga pumps it into the stands. Now Italy trying to impose themselves. Jacopo De Rossi, father, played for the Azzurri 32 times between 1999 and 2004. Jacopo, he scored a number of tries over the last few matches, but that's not his best start at line-out time. But to be fair to Wales, they were hoisted early and got their mitts there. De Rossi will put that to the back of his head and start afresh next time, you would suspect. Carter Pritchard currently studying and playing rugby at Cardiff and Vale in the college. Again, Italy through the middle.
Lost their shape under pressure.
Losing their shape, according to Jack McNeice, and that's exactly what picture has been painted by the Italians.
Yeah, boys, stability's fine for me. Yeah, we got
Leyland Hall and Davis need a bit more support, you would suspect, by the second row and back row. And these well-oiled Italians are grabbing a foothold.
They have their mark. Italy, you say you're on. They're on their mark.
De Rossi calling the shots at line out and gets it right. Germano takes it with ease. Now Italy look to rumble and look for a big response, and it's coming. They are clinical. The referee awards the try, and just like that, it's another for Jacopo De Rossi. He just can't stop scoring in Vichy, the number 2. He started it all off, and then he was in the saddle. Had his chum and Tose just beside him. Scrum half even added all sorts of ballast there. So the lead is cut in half. Entertaining. The trend continuing from the opening couple of days.
Yeah, it's legal dominance. I was happy we got stability before the ball, and then they just beat them in the contest.
First conversion from right out in this touchline. Hardly a breath of wind. And that ball never ever moved. Francesco Braga taking on the duties from Edoardo Vitali, the fullback. They're both metronomic off the tee. Braga just cutting it in a yard or so, something you'd see in the golf course or last week in the Masters. It really was sumptuous. And there he is again, this time finding grass. He's back there. Leggett Jones, the Scarlet, prods it through, but can only find a white jersey. And it's a powerful one too.
Stop.
Real adore from its Italy. So much enthusiasm as they look to get in shape.
Yeah, advantage.
Just as I say that, comes the way of the Welsh side as Carrick Smith
Lads, we're playing
picks it off the
advantage
toe.
for knock on, holding on the floor.
Now, Italy follow one error with the
Advantage
other.
for knock on, holding on the floor.
Holding on the floor.
Holding. That's it.
And Wales can start to regroup. Couple of man of matches at the Principality, playing for Llandovery College. Leggett Jones. One of Welsh schools and colleges final recently. Beating Glandaff was
Keep an eye
player
on
of the
them,
match in
Saki.
2024 and 2025.
Backwards.
Got the world as his feet, as do many of these players, to be fair. And now they come round the corner on that trail round as Cummings has to pick it off the bootlaces and then puts it on his bootlaces himself. The bouncing ball never fell in his path, to be fair. But he did swarm up the Italian tracker and player. Now they tip on the ball.
Ball is there.
Jack McNeish waits and says ball is there to be played.
Aye.
Noah Morgan going into the rough and tumble, but it was too high.
Upright.
And standing over was Salah, but it was Molina in the 13 jersey and the head guard that won the penalty off Noah Morgan. Plays for La Quala, the capital of Abruzzo, just north of Rome. Fine rugby playing territory. And these Italians, we've seen all about their forwards, but the backs
One on your front
will
man.
look to sing from the same
Look,
hymn
look,
sheet
look,
as well.
Lads, we're on the edge of the dash. Edge of the dash. I'm on him. Yeah, good man.
Jacopo De Rossi, very stately figure, goes to the tail. Very accomplished at his throwing, even though he missed the first one, the next two. Find the right rhythm and then they come on this near side. Oh, nice bit of carrying. Demando looking one way, then onto his pack.
Back goal! Stay.
Germano, he's carried a couple of times and then the trick play, but the hands are just letting the Italians down as Citi
It's okay. Hold on. Hold on.
realised the call, so he just stopped playing. Wales defending in packs.
Get this right, okay?
Tyan
Hold our
Hall
weight before the ball. Yeah, we've
was
got to
in
take our
amongst
hit
it
and
there.
stay in the fight. Understood?
Man playing
Gotta
out of the
take our hit
Risa
and
club
stay in the fight. Standing up. We're fine. We got to stand up. Okay.
in Carphilly.
Hold our weight.
Really is a feeder club for the Newport Gwent Dragons, or just the Dragons, I should say now, over the last couple of years. And that's where he schools, in the College Gwent Cross Keys. Another penalty coming. Wales collapsing and folding up.
Yeah, sail. Not out of penalty. Number 3, straight down first.
Nathan Davis
Number
was
3.
picked out, but it could have been a number of them,
Yeah,
you would have thought, in that front row. Francesco Braga
59 hit then. Yeah.
having a word with
I understand, but I also need good positive actions from your
a
players.
couple of the
Your
experienced
man
team
on
to
that
decide what to
occasion, your
do.
man on the set was straight down, okay? I'll have a look at the others. Okay, fair enough.
Himself and Demando, the halfbacks.
Post. Yeah.
Post
Come on,
called
Post.
by David Citi.
Perfect. Yeah. Lads, water off. We've time on.
The towering number 8. So, after weathering a
Yeah,
very
we're fine.
early and impressive Wales storm, they could get back on even terms through their standoff. Francesco Braga, he has kicked 1 from 1. This one a lot further out, but also a lot more straighter. absolutely rifled from 45 metres out from Francesco Braga. The Italian fans are up off their seats, and it's 10-all here in the Stade Louis Dragon.
Let's go.
So the ebbs and flows have already started.
Backwards.
Pinpoint kick and regathered with momentum have Wales.
Don't play the man. Let go. Italy, let go. Stay.
Now Wales going to the near side through Pritchard and then the number 8.
Flash.
Nice slide of hands. But over the ball comes Marzotto.
Nine.
Like a good back row forward, the right winger from the Benetton club. Saw a bit of...
If you curse like that after one of my decisions again, you'll go to the sideline. Understood? Here we are.
Nice
Back here.
audacity from Williams.
First man, hold
Push
on.
it through the tackle, but then
That's it.
the isolated figure of the next man in the red jersey was pushed to the sideline, and Giovanni Marzotto, opportunistic, fell on the
Just
floor
go down.
and stayed over the ball.
Yeah, you're here.
Carter Pritchard given a few
Yeah, on the front.
tellings off by the referee, and we apologise if you heard any bad language. De Rossi, again the number 8 and Setti,
Play on.
so important to this team.
Initial sack was good. To
Out of
tackle now,
Laquala, and
backwards.
Wales do
Same as
stop
good.
at its source
First
and
man.
do even better than that. That has been absolutely pilfered. Now the second row and Williams is there.
No hands there, wide.
You'll see a lot of that prominent figures in the carries
Unhinged.
by the two workhorses in
Good
4 and
tackle,
5.
stripping. Step.
Tying Hall, he might have been the one who actually grabbed the
On
ball
the front line. Yeah, now we're good.
at the first port of calls. Both teams looked to command the skies.
Push. Same thing.
Not too much gamesmanship there.
Let go, let go.
Wales with a sloppy one.
It's a push. You push them. It's the same as the first one. Push.
Pradosic was picked
Yeah,
out
if you want to go.
of a bad bunch there for Wales to push the Italian player. You can't get away with that. Kicked low and hard from Braga up to the 22. 46-20. It was de France, Stefano Alfonsetti, Jaco De Rossi and Eduardo Vitali kicked 10 points. That's how they knocked their scoreboard up to 20. France, one of the best sides out of the 8 Six Nations. 8 teams, I should say, to play in the Six Nations, which has added on Georgia over the last 2 years and Spain this year, which is great to see. And they're playing a huge part as Tyan Hall,
Backwards.
like candy off a baby, and Nathan Davis goes alongside him. Tyan Hall, blustery start from him, and a good one. Morgan into the collision
Knock
zone.
on. Did you say anything else?
Couple of knock-ons in the opening
Just
quarter.
knock on red. No touch by white.
These are, of course,
Knock on red. lads,
35-minute games.
Knock on red.
He might be diminutive in stature, Tyan Hall, but he's
Patience.
got one of the biggest hearts out there. And a really, really smart hooker.
Lads, Mark's here. Here we are. Let's go up to the mark.
Picking his battle on the floor, never going for lost causes.
Gooch! Bind! Sit! Steady! Steady! Better.
Demando. Wales again. I was going to say we're struggling, but what do I know?
Wide driving across.
And that's a big momentum swing. They've deserved that. Davis, Hall, Naylor.
That's you.
They've been getting it tight in that part of the scrummaging battle so far, but that will do them the world of good. Now they're looking for that purple patch The Italian steam train was stopped. Hall and Leyland in deep discussion. George Leyland out of the Clifton College. Some talent coming through there. Emmanuel Feaboso, Johan Lloyd. And there is a great line break from Williams. He's still going. Italy backpedaling, trying to steal it, but to no avail. And now Wales going through the hands, and that is absolutely outstanding. Corwin Leggett-Jones finishes it all off, but it was a real team try in VC from the Welsh youngsters. The back row, Kerrick Smith realised there was space. Williams was there in hot pursuit, and then was Leggett-Jones. Yes, he just dandered in. But the space was created for the fly half. That's Wales at their absolute best.
Guys, number 4. Number 4.
A nice draw, stays inside the left hand upright.
Guys, 4 and 5.
17-10, just like the score they beat Georgia a couple of days ago.
I put cards in the changing room.
Oh, everyone was involved. Leyland,
11 minutes.
Perdosic. It was a Cardiff to a Scarlet, and Leggett-Jones tiptoed his way in.
Use. Step, wait. And use it.
12 points for Leggett-Jones in the opening 23 minutes. Grabbed in the air from Delgi Antonio, but then didn't keep it for long. Oh, sidestep you in a phone box on Wales, now kicking into gear. That's prodded through, but Italy, Natalia Marozzi, covering each other's back and dancing, diving on the ball, I should say.
Guys, just hold on, 1 sec.
Jack McNeese, just making sure he has his cards in his pocket. Let's hope they don't come in handy, but they could well do. Back underway. Now the charge from the Dragons under-18 player. Captain there, and captain at Wales. Wales pleading that they were taken off the ball.
Yeah, this cover, that's this cover. It's a set line, slap down. We know what we're doing.
It's actually a slap down, and
Points.
Leggett-Jones didn't take much thinking.
Yeah, we happy with that.
Building more and more
defensive line.
with the momentum, but also, you would suspect, with the scoreboard. Once of the Carmarthen Quins Minis Rugby Club. Now he contracted with the Scarlets and won the under-18 title with them last year. Not this year, though. He's had more good days than bad in his young, illustrious career so far.
Yeah. As was it, captain?
And it's just a repeat of the earlier penalty and conversion. Team in red up to 20. Italian bodies look tired, but they've also showed what they're capable of. 10 points adrift. The resounding Leggett-Jones, the difference so far. Salah, the inside centre, almost looks despondent as he felt he had the ball over. And the penalty won, not according to the referee. The bouncing ball is a tricky one, but it's into the white shirts on the Italians. And then they pop it on. Tossi. The link front row forward. Dermando. Backs. Milano, the outside centre. Molina. Demaro switches to the left-hand side. Sean Williams makes a good collision.
Yeah, you're fine. Tackle means wrong.
Not rolling away. Was the first tackler.
Roll away.
Referee clearly stated he wants a quick game, as you can see. Bit of discipline issues and maybe a lazy body on the floor. Wales can stand just in the depths of their 22 and have a few ponderous thoughts as Francesco Braga looks to get the score within 7.
Never release.
What's that?
Valpolisa rugby fly half. Yet to see a kick miss so far today.
He's managing. I thought it was fine.
Both fly halves very much
Coaches are calling offside. I'm on top of it. It's absolutely fine.
in great form.
I said the same to them. Let's work on discipline.
Braga always in control. Himself and Andretti and Alfonsotti on the bench. Really the exit men and the tactical kickers of the team, as well as Demando. And that's what he's doing now.
Access is good.
Good purchase from a Wales point of view. Reece Cummings there. Now Pritchard. Quick as a flash, and Leyland's there.
Yeah, we're upright.
Another advantage. Leggett Jones. Catching everyone, napping. The ball just rolls over the sideline before Wales get it, but another penalty from Victor McNeice. Jack McNeice is the high tackle. You can see Leggett Jones
He's attempting to hold him up.
leaving it late before coming into that line.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He's upright.
Very placatory tone does Leggett. Jones never seems too phased. The sport continues to grow. That's exactly what you see. Want to see fans, young and old,
15,
enjoying their day out and hoping to grow up and be like these players and get a chance on.
Okay.
As well, these players themselves will look to move into the under-20 ranks over the next couple of years. And then who knows, such a good conveyor belt. A number will play senior international rugby. Master Pasca gets another second crack on the pitches. I think Leonardo Tossi's afternoon is over. Unfortunate for him. Hall. That's Pritchard at the front. He's never going to use him. The towering hand comes in the way of the Italians as they steal the line out. Get a really, really good clearance inside their 22, so they can go into the stands without bouncing on the pitch. Georgia against Ireland. Next on the bucket list here in the under-18s. Final day. France and England. The final match. It is match number 4, and that well taken. Billy Cutts. I haven't seen too much of him. Like Every couple of
No
matches
hands, Wales, no hands.
over the last 7 days has cuts, starting or from the bench.
Play on.
Now Braga uses all of his toe. Leggett Jones into midfield, one way and then the other. Milano,
Ball is out.
second tackler. Krzyzosic. Pritchard keeps his balance. Italy fairly sturdy. Setti nearly grabbed onto it. The intercept was there, but doesn't quite click for Italy, but they do have the ball. Demando wants a fast pace about this attack.
Tackle.
Noah Williams
Stay.
pushing bodies all over the floor.
Advantage over.
On gamesmanship as well, not as volleyed.
Retreat.
That's something you'd see at the Cardiff City Stadium.
Inside his half.
And the left foot.
No,
More simple to do, and Cummings puts it on the grass. And that's lovely from Rhys Cummings. Scored twice in the warm-up against Scotland before this tournament. Currently in the Rugby Academy at Cardiff and Vale College. 15, 11 and 14. It doesn't seem to matter. All three jerseys fit him pretty snugly. He can play. With such a good attacking intent, but he does the right thing at the right time, or seems to, over the last few matches. Hall into the arms of Williams, and now this big red pack look to move forward. 90 seconds before the first half is over. How they'd love to sing from the same sheet again. Cuts into the midfield. Now Pritchard. Here are the big men. Italy stand firm at the moment. Will they wilt in this instance as the powerful Nathan Davis is there? And now his teammate in Leon flicks it. That's lovely. As does Hoskins. One more is needed. This is wonderful. Morgan dancing home. 4 wheels. And Italy are left stunned. It was the Dragon that finished it. But it was a Bristol Bear that started it. Hoskins, 2 cuts. And that might look easy. The execution of the pass was top drawer. And Morgan scampered over the line on a third try. And Wales have put on a bit of a show at times in this first half.
Come on, cheers. Yeah, let's go. Time's up for the half anyway, but let's just don't take too long, right?
This will be the last act of an energetic first 35 minutes. Leggett Jones. He looks closely at that one. When your luck and your skill and dexterity is in, you take full advantage. So Wales finish the half with aplomb, and a good one. Leggett Jones gets a pat on the shoulder by his front row forward. 3 tries to the good. Italy have played their part, but have so much to do. Half time here at the Stade Louis Dragon. It's Wales 27, Italy 13.
Okay, I guess thank you.
Welcome back to the sunny Vichy here, the Stade Louis Dragon in France. It is central France, and Italy looking to learn their lessons, currently trailing by 14 points. Wales have been that extra gear above, all controlled by Corwin Leggett-Jones. This is match number 1, Wales against Italy. Then it's Ireland and Georgia, Scotland, Spain, and to finish it all off, it is France against England. What a treat. So make sure you enjoy wherever you're watching across the Six Nations YouTube channel. Will be Italy to kick off. If we do know anything about this young Azzurri side, they'll not be giving up any time soon. But Wales are having those extra breathers and half-time oranges as we await them. Wales on form currently, have 1-2 already. So 3 from 3. They haven't done that at under-18 and schoolboy level for a long time. This time last year they lost to England by a point. Did beat Italy. Today's opponent's 35-10, and then a cracker against France, but coming out the wrong end of it, 43-33. But this, one of the strongest bunches they've had in years. Jack Hoskins, over 6 foot in that centre. Bailey Cuts, he's a pretty big stature himself. It's Jack McNeice. Gives it a shrewd blast of the whistle, and Francisco Braga puts it into the air. Jack McNeice, of course, father. Brian is a TMO. A really good one at that. Jack has done very well this year. Rising up through the ranks in the Energy All-Ireland League in around the 1B, 2A mark. Promising, and a very good referee. He's done a stellar job in the opening 35 minutes, and we hope the players will provide another good half of rugby. Now, first scrum after they come out of the sheds, and Italy overzealous. Pritchard nonchalantly gives it to Leggett-Jones, who tops and goes. Sees if he can catch the Italians on their rear guard off song, but that has been collected by their number 25, Luca de Novels, who's on. A couple other changes as well, just like David Lute. The connections from the off, just letting Italy down in the middle part of the field. Was a good pass, but loose forward just looked at a rather strong defensive Wales line and took his eyes off the prize.
Yeah, I have my AR. You can't step away, okay? Yeah? Fine, wait until I tell you. Bind! Set! Steady!
Pritchard gets it off as 8 Williams. Back to Leggett-Jones, and Cummings punching. Where's the chasm in the Italian defence that Wales can exploit? They're moving it, but the tackles are with venom. Man and ball. Wales do keep it. Some effort. Might have been the inside centre, Salah. The sidestep. It's more of a Murray one from Dunavels from the Pesora Rugby Club. Right on the town of Italy's Ardretic coast. Not too far away from San Marino. Does the number 25 play for Italy? Also on as the number 20, Siciliano. Not too much pressure for Cummings as he evades the first tackler. But Antonio, the left winger, puts him down.
All is there. 8 roll.
Pritchard, Leggett Jones.
They're all on.
Unfazed as always.
Inside.
Braga tracks it down. That has been charged down. Helter Skelter, and Wales pick it up as they push it back inside, but there is a knock on, and even worse, the double dunter. That was late.
Just be careful. 13.
Bailey cuts.
I understand, but just be very careful.
Feels the sympathy of the referee.
Yeah, it's a penalty. Tackle over the
Safety
horizontal.
is paramount. Tackle was over the horizontal. Bit cumbersome from Bailey Cuts, but he'll learn his lesson.
Yeah.
Molina getting some work on
It's
his
a penalty. Yeah.
right
It's gone
arm.
over the horizontal.
Shuddering tackle
Yeah, we okay?
by Japuka Sala.
Yeah.
Thundering stuff.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
On the Welsh skipper. Not often you see Carrick Smith go backwards. But when
Penalty
Jacopo
here.
Sala is in town,
Let's go. Yeah, 1 sec.
you need to be on your guard
Yeah, let's go.
or
now.
he'll put you through it.
Yeah, let's go. Substitution.
Very trenchant player is Braga as a fly half.
14. He's good. Yeah, let's go.
Federico Forti from the Valgasana Rugby Club in Padua. They have a very good senior ladies team
Right on.
with Villorba. Their men's team aren't too bad either. Tyan Hall kept the safety high and didn't chuck the pass. That was the right call. The wider channels are being used. Leggett Jones. Speed of transfer now. Wales have plenty of numbers and red shirts. When will they hit that main line and probe through? Billy Cuts felt there was an Italian hand. Now, Mr. McNeese as referee assistant will have a
Push.
deep discussion.
Push by wife.
Yeah.
10. Line on that. 10. Yeah, it's touch. You've touched. Clear line break opportunity.
So, a yellow card for Francesco Braga. He goes the long way round. Was a slap down and
Hands off.
Wales could have exploited some more of an attacking threat, so he feels the full force of being sent to the bin. Does the number 10, and now Italy will have one less player, and that's all they need. 14 points shy of their opponents in the scoreline. And it's well versed,
2. Wife. 2.
all court side,
Yeah, we're making a sub. 2.
hunting down a bonus point try. Toward Donati, coming on for Jacopo De Rossi. He did get the Italians' only try so far. Valaposa Rugby, 1974 club.
That's only 1-9. Where you go?
Donati,
Let's go, Wes.
fairly well built himself. Easy from Smith.
Inside the 5.
And now Hall, and they pump towards the line. The stretch from Panosic, the Cardiff Blue. Real warrior of an open side flanker, and he gave it all the gusto. 4 tries, and Wales are in fantasy land here in VC.
Just be really careful about players leaving the line out early, okay? Yeah.
It was dropped down. And then the rapidness of Panosic, the stretch.
You're earning your paycheck.
It was like a winger the way he finished that off. No one in the middle of France was going to get anywhere near him, particularly on this pitch. They were all very buoyant at the start, and then they went from gear 1 to 5 in the click of the fingers. Five from 5 turns into 6 from 6. Leggett Jones has to be one of the best fly halves in the competition to boot, and to date. It all starts through the nuts and bolts of Tyan Hall. You can see workmanlike, and the bust through picked a soft shoulder. Przozic, captain of the Cardiff Under-18 clan that lost to the Ospreys in the final, currently their apprentice contract with the region. Having their struggles at the moment, which hopefully gets sorted sooner rather than later. As far as their development of players, you can see there the sun shining through in them.
Here we go.
Francesco Braga just about makes his way around there.
Let's go.
Himself or a replacement will be on shortly when the yellow card comes to the end of the time, and that stolen at the front. Oh, Wales, enterprising stuff.
No.
So much ambiguity for the Italians to watch. They're uncertain of what Wales are going to do when they have the ball in the palm of their hands. The sparrow
Inside,
from Leggett Jones.
Yeah, we're up.
And everything he touches turns to gold. Keeping the ball alive is number 26, David Lustano. Plays his rugby in Benetton. Gets the last 25 minutes, and now Wales not rolling away.
You're lying flat on the ball.
Lying flat on the ball.
Get out, number 1. Killing the ball. Go. One.
George Leyland having a word with the referees.
You can't just die on the ball, okay? Just
Federico Forti.
Yeah. I still need an effort to get out.
Rather colourful boots of his. That's a nice first touch to this game.
Lads, red, don't close. Look your front man. Yeah, 8 on his front. Let's go.
Dinarte. Full concentration. Easily taken by Sidete. Quietly trying to give Wales a bit of their own medicine. Referee has his hand out, so they will come back from the penalty, and the shackles can be released by the Italians.
Number 2, it's a late sack. Right, so they're set up already. Collapse.
Set up according to the referee, so Tyan Hall was illegal.
Yeah, 2.
And he tried to pull that maul down.
It's too late, right? They've started moving forward. Yeah. Time off. Here we are. You're allowed to make an effort to sack, but this has to be instant. Come on.
So polite are these players, as you would expect. Yes, the rugby is so important, but also their education.
Yeah.
That's where they're learning their skills off the
That's
pitch
12,
in schools
12,
and colleges.
Red, 1 red, 2 red. 12.
Building their discipline and resilience. And Italy have resilience to the fore over the next 25 minutes if they are to somehow get back in this game. Obstreperous reception from the crowd as James Talami from the Dragons comes in. A rare sighting in this competition, so great to see him out there.
You're max 5. Where we are now.
Really, really good player. And Dylan Barrett is also joining him in the front row. Signed his pro contract last year. Now he's in defending as the white shirts of Italy shunt towards the line, and then the backs are coming in and they're moving at a high rate of knots. And it's one hooker to another who scored. De Rossi in the first half, Dinarte in the second, and that's a mean machine from the Italians line out. Likes it, Dunavel's the outside back, adding his shoulder to the wheel. The stocky figure propelled himself in Dinarte over the line, and they have their second, and they've deserved it. So much joy both teams actually have at the driving maul. All very compact.
Come on. Yeah, we're good to go. Fair Starkey.
First conversion looks to be Federico Fortes. He's trying his luck from distance.
Yeah. Nine.
Just dragged that to the left-hand side of the poach. As he gave it a good old swing with his left wheel.
That's nine.
Change it scrum off. Luca Woodard on for Carter Pritchard, who's controlled from minute 1 to 48. Woodard, who started against Georgia, plays for Reda Comprehensive School in Cardiff now at Wycliffe College in Gloucester. And now Wales are stunning Italy once again out of nowhere. Bailey cuts, creeped and went through, and Italy are in despair.
7-1.
As Cuts grabs another off the restart. Was there a knock on? Maybe not in first looking. He was opportunistic, was Cuts. And you don't see that often, but they all count. And jubilant scenes from the centre. Never anywhere else. Pinpoint accuracy. 7 from 7. What a tally. What a tournament he's had. Cuts stealing the show in that instance. Abercorn Rugby Club will be proud of the centre. Now, Italy are trying to give another bit of promise to their team. It's just opening up. It's almost like a game of sevens. One last hurrah before these boys fly home, when memories have been made for a lifetime. Shilano pumps his legs. Space has opened up. Good fend, and then the fly half on to Alfonsetti, who scored a couple of days ago, but that sort of sums up the Italian effort. Plenty of good, and then one bad just lets them down. Wales caught napping at the post and pillar mark, flicking out the back door. And the Kuala back row forward.
The last one was good. I know it was a while ago. It was good.
Find it hard to hold on to.
Patience.
It was a difficult one to take.
9. Just wait till I tell you. Crouch! Bind! Set! Steady! Ears.
Wales going from deep. Covered cross. Lusitano. Ball out in one hand. And tackled into the turf. Oh, legal low. It's ball crisply passed out the backs from the Italians as Dermando ekes out a penalty.
Backwards.
Then falls, loses his footing. He's expecting to maybe tap and go, or go to the weapon of the choice, which has been the maul if this one finds the sanctuary of the touchline. Back up to 15 players, so Francesco Braga comes off the naughty step.
Boys, squeaky clean, discipline. Yeah. Yeah.
Not too much dilly-dallying at line-out time as Donate again
Sack is gone.
has the arrow, but somehow Wales get it.
Use.
Nice pass from Woodard in close proximity.
Stay.
It's Nathan Davis there alongside
Use
Osham
it.
Williams.
Advantage
Tiresome
over.
throughout the 50 minutes. Been so good. Effervescence. Speaking of
No, not gone.
trying to play,
Advantage over.
but it might be their downfall as that's hacked through. Now the chase comes. Who's going to win the battle? Oh, just about. Francesco Braga.
I am dead by red. Dead by
Reece
red.
Cummings
In the field of play. So play by red.
heavily
into
involved.
dead ball. 5
as we
meters
see
out.
a replay.
You have an option, 5 meter scrum or 22. 22.
Looks to be carried over by the Italians, but according to the referee, it will be a 22.
22, drop it.
His decision is final.
Right. Hold on. Lads, hold on. I'm trying to manage something here. We're making subs.
Gabe Williams on in the 19 jersey,
Listen,
younger
lads,
brother
Speak slowly.
of
Hold
Welsh
on, speak
international
slowly. I can't
Teddy
do it
Williams, Six Nations scorer recently against Scotland.
9
So
wide,
a fine
5
family.
red.
All rugby union players
Perfect.
and
Stay behind,
individuals.
lads. Don't cross. Let's go.
Also, Matteo Andretti from Mogliano. The club near Venice. Kick over the top from Cummings.
Come on.
And then the maul wrapped up. Italian players being suffocated. Fonsetti, the 21, tried everything, tooth and nail to get to the floor. Wales, they've been up for this game right from the off, all 3 games so far. And they're reaping all the awards.
Steady.
Woodard gets it back from his number 8, and now Leggett Jones and the dancing cracker jacker of Reece Cole finally had his legs taken away from him.
15.
And even better than that,
15. Be careful
Italy.
of that action. Okay, don't pull him on his head.
get their just desserts and win the penalty.
Holding.
Braga goes for broke, eking every drop, but the ball stays on the right side of the play for Wales. Leggett Jones shuffling forward, putting it in between 2 Italians.
Retreat
Jack
wide.
Harrison
21.
on from the Bath club as well, in the 23 jersey.
And we're on.
Nice turn and spin. Cummings waltzes through on to Williams. Italy over the ball, giving a very easy picture for the referee. So Ward, the jackal.
Mikey. First man.
Chiliano, first man in, after a good tackle was made
As we can go.
by Missouri.
Four.
So trailing by 23 points. Can they chip away at this as more and more fresh faces come on here at the Stade Louis Dragon. De Norte already got one meat pie. And the day job is good as he goes to the front, taking everyone by surprise, even the cameraman. On a second, a brace for De Norte. The trick play and some genius stuff by the Italian hooker on his mate at the front.
Hold on a second.
The wherewithal to go to the front, back to the number 2. And the bowling ball went straight through and struck Wales down.
Great calm, Saki, well done. Yeah, spot on.
The stealthiest movement at the front of the line out. And I was saying
6 and 10 red.
23 points was the difference. That's quickly
Yeah, just tell them to
being
come on after the
minimised.
kick.
We'll see how this conversion comes out.
Yeah, well, do. Good flag. Perfect.
The fans were very quick to tell you the outcome. 41-25, a third score for the Italians, 2 for De Norte. Wales looking to the floor. Then a wee bit of craftsmanship. The likes of Madaragaska is in there alongside David Luce and Shiligano.
Yeah, he's inside.
Something he's definitely worked on the training field, and so nice when it comes to fruition for the Italian coaching staff. And now they have their tails up. Braga coming from nowhere.
Inside his half.
Alfonsetti.
Retreat red, 19.
Cummings outside of the peg. Looking for a 50-22. Was very unlucky there, actually. And then that shoots across towards the halfway line. 10 minutes or so to play. Wales still in the ascendancy and have a line out.
Not yet. Play on. Play on.
Talamai.
Closing the gap.
So much spinning at that line out, and Wales
You've stepped
closing,
across, close the gap.
Italy closing the gap, so Wales have a free kick. This resolute Italian defences need to be tested once more. Nathan Davis at Hartbury College and Leggett Jones. It's actually Lloyd Lucas, the starter last time against Georgia, did ever so well. And now cuts. Tries to find his scissors to create a hole, and Lucas did ever so well not to just chuck the pass. Smith. Davis. Right on his shoulder. Number 21 is Lloyd Woodard. Thought about
No lift.
putting it over the top with the boot, but deciding to let us fly half call the shots. It's ever so close to being a nice bit of audacity, but the ball just creeps over the line, and touchdown from Federico Forti.
Just hold. So, yeah. 3-11 red. 3. And 11.
Brogan Leary,
3 as well.
a real good finisher. Tries against Ireland and Georgia. Also in the front row as well. Jaden Mayback from the Ospreys. Got the last 10 minutes. Came through at Garden Rugby Club.
Backwards.
One of the feeders to the Ospreys. Cummingham's stepping, weaving, moving those hips. Lucas jumping over defenders. Wood, it's there. So was Talami. And Jack Harrison. Ball Pulls back
No hands now.
with the Zuri now with 9 minutes to go.
Wales, wait.
Angelic
Wales.
rugby from the Welsh. Yes,
Advantage
the
over.
end product was a drop pass, but they're trying things. Searching for a sixth.
Yeah, he's inside
Cummings into the bread basket of the number 23 in 40. And then Lozano stretches the legs and pumps the Pistons. Real wiry character. Shalelo, already seen how good he is over the ball. Not too bad either with ball in hand. And now they come on those trail lines. He's on a hat-trick. Denarte passes it to Andretti. This is superb stuff from the Italians. And they still believe. They really, really do. Everyone was hitting all the right notes. And Matteo Andretti was there off Denarte. It was secretive stuff from the replacement number 2. Pumping the Pistons.
7.
And Andretti wasn't going to be stopped. Bludgeoning his way over the line.
Set.
9 tries.
7.
You remember,
Lisa.
it was 27-13 at half time. Wales scored another at one stage. It was 23 points between the two.
Stay really sharp, boys. This could get close. Yeah. Work hard.
Even the referee encouraging his ARs, and rightly so. This could get close. That's the way it's looking. Can Wales stop this Italian stampede? They're not stopping those 2 points anyway. 41-32. Italy with 1 win out of 2 so far. Wales looking for that unbeaten merit in the next 8 minutes, but they have it all to do still. A bit of wizardry and exquisite stuff from Italy. And all the momentum's with them. And now they go 2-on-1. The tackles aren't sticking for Wales at the moment. As I say that, Gabe Williams puts me in my box. Ball there for Andretti, the new scrum half. Looking for the old school dummy and go. But he was elicited by this Welsh defence. Forbidden access was denied. And now he is again really testing the fringe players. Back inside from Dinaves. Andretti once more kicks that through. Dictating the puppet master, the scrum half. And Wales do have a line out. And you get some breathing done through the diaphragm, moving up and down. As they know they're still very much in an under-18 test match.
He's part of the lineup. Time's off. Coaches.
This is going to be a sign of things to come. Make sure to tune in today. Next, it's Georgia against Ireland. Then Scotland and Spain, both looking for their first win of the championship. And then to finish it all off, France and England, 2 of the best teams out of the 8 countries, alongside the likes of Wales if results stay their way. But that one has gone a begging, and Denarte, 2 tries and set up another one.
No material.
These are big moments. The comeback continues to play such a big part. Nice tackle by Przozic.
No hands. No.
Ball for the number 8 in Seti. Popping it over before the pick and jam might well start. The team in white are turning the screw. Again, Wales going backwards. It's all about the task and the heavy bodies. The Italians looking to change the point and change the narrative. The number 5 is there, Salvante. He's pushed out of the way as Cellino is there. Andretti now he calls for the backs to pick their moment, but that has gone to the floor. They still have the energy and the momentum. Here's Dunovels. Oh, isn't he strong? Into Cummings. Utility back on utility back. Wales over the ball. But he hasn't released it.
Release the tackle. Tackle's complete for me.
Effervescent stuff from the Zuri.
Release the tackle.
Heavyweight test over the last 10 to 15 minutes for Wales.
On the line, lads.
They're going backwards. And who'd blame them? They started the first 15 minutes like an absolute train. This purple patch has been extended by the Italian Senate. That's slapped back. 22 runs into his own man. That's very, very unlucky between Shalano and the new scrum half and Andretti. And that might be the end of their swan song.
Discipline, stability, stability.
One of those unfortunate cases where the scrum half looks despondent when the referee gives the scrum to the opposition.
Bind! Sit! Steady!
Such a gallant effort by Italy.
Let's take a step. Here we are. Let's go. Oh, stay up. 18. Stay up. Let's go. Let's go. Crouch. Bind. Sit. Steady. Use.
Would it? Giving Lloyd Lucas
No.
a lot of extra time and space to get rid. He duly obliges and makes 30 or 40 metres.
2.
These Italian tyros have 90 seconds to get 2 scores. It will be beyond them. But maybe one 5 to 7 pointer. Finish with a great consolation. Is in the top of their bucket list right now, but Dinarti well taken back from Seti. Now they're on the prowl once more. Pradosic is told to get away from it. Wales maybe just stretches. The rather delicious feet of Dunovez still seem to work, and through the middle goes the man who's changed this game, Dinarti. Hard man to stop, and he keeps moving. Offside in a free play. 40 seconds to get one. Cummings.
Time off.
The referee might just have a word.
1 minute.
Is he reaching to his pocket?
Yeah, 15. Ball came out of the ruck. He's never back on
Reece
side.
Cummings not on side. Just about cover for Wales, or could have been
1 minute.
a lot more of a consequence for the team in red. 1 minute to play. Bailey cuts, helping out the physio. That's a story in itself. Gone with cramp.
Can we do this off pitch? We can get a sub then.
To be fair to Jack McNeice, he is asking, can he just move over slightly so we can continue
Have to go time on.
with this
Can
game?
do treatment off the pitch. Yeah, thanks lads. Well done.
His backup is Reece Cummings. So he will finish this match.
Offside.
Into the stands. Missouri and Donati. The 2 front row forwards.
7 on, 8.
More subs.
8. Go on. Nice and quick.
Noah Williams. He's been
15
brave
seconds.
and better than that. As Smith as well is on. for a second edition of this fixture, as is Leggett Jones. Donate again finds the man in the red hat, and Adorte Donate weasels towards the line. Salah's there, as is Dunaves. The new hooker might just have 3. It's hard to see. Yes, the result might be far gone. It is. Time is up. Donate might have grabbed 3 tries in the guts of 35 minutes, or even less than that. Such a swan song from him. He's been brilliant, but they will come up by the finest of margins, just short.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Well done, man. Well done.
They can be so proud, as can Wales. A game of 2 halves, as much as we hate to say it, but that's what it's been. 23 points down at one stage, and it could well finish with just 2 points between Wales and Italy in Versailles.
Yeah.
And that is the final act from Francesco Braga. It's been one of the best games throughout the 3 match days. I can certainly say that. 10 tries in total. So much skill, adeptness, and well versed from all 47 players. It's been wonderful to watch. But Wales have gone unbeaten. Their under-18 team have been class from match day 1 to match day 3. And they will top the charts along with maybe England and France. But today they finished in the sunshine. It's Richie's Pew side that have a great week in Versailles, and they've beaten the Azzurri 41 points to 39. Make sure to stay tuned for more rugby over the next couple of hours. It's Ireland against Georgia.